We'll make that day J.L. Kenny Moore Day for City of New Hope. He's done a lot. J.L.'s done a lot for. Hell, he's been everything in New Hope. Well, he was fire chief at one time.
Yeah, he was fire chief when I took over.
Yeah, he's fire chief. He's been on everything.
Police commissioner.
He's been everything in New Hope. So
Yeah. Have you thought about getting a plaque for him?
we got a plaque made.
Got one? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We got a plaque made for him. So yeah, like I said, he's done. You know, him and my daddy and Thomas King started. You know, they're the one main three that started the city of New Hope.
His brother was a mayor. His brother was a mayor.
And his brother was a mayor too. And all of them. You know, like I said, and JL's the oldest person in New Hope, born and raised in New Hope. So I figured we need to recognize him. So we're gonna have his birthday party Sunday. We got any news for the fire department? Anything? Anybody else?
I'm not getting nobody from the fire department here.
Jerry.
Jerry. Oh, yeah, Jerry. Sorry, Jerry.
He's supposed to be tired.
I talked to Corey the other day, and he didn't have anything that needed to be brought up. All the trucks are in good condition. I drove the tankers the other day. Everything's up to par.
Mayor, if I could, there's a couple things about the fire department. One is at the county commissioner meeting last month, Jim Lamb got up and talked about the availability of pipeline training for the cities. And I don't have the details, but I think it's something, since we've got pipelines running through this city, it's something.
They mailed it out to both the fire chief and myself.
Y'all did,
Yeah.
Okay. And the other thing with the fire department is I'm working with our Schroeder. We talked to the state fire marshal, and we want to write a amendment to the requirements for firefighters. We all recognize that the high school diploma is for these municipalities that hire full-time fire workers. Iris is working on a bill to exempt volunteer fire departments. So I'll let you know as I hear more about that. The state fire marshal's on board with it. And,
wouldn't you want the volunteer firefighters to have training though? I mean,
oh, of course.
You know what I mean?
You know, and in her bill, it will say they have to have a minimum of 16-hour training.
Yeah, everybody's going through training.
Have to.
We got a new guy joined up, and he's going through training now.
Right.
And I've got it at the end of this month, or this weekend.
Yeah.
That's how you get your grading, as
Right.
going to these trainings and getting certificates.
For insurance.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
insurance and the ability to do the job. But as far as a high school diploma, that's crap.
It became an issue here last year. And
It's a requirement by the state.
it's a requirement by the state, so the state law has to be changed, and she is willing to do that. I've had probably 3 conversations with her recently about, I don't know if it's gonna happen this legislative session, but it should be coming.
Yeah. Well, if it's with the paid fire departments, the big cities and all,
That makes sense.
that's fine. But cities like New Hope, Whitwell, Crossroads,
No, you can name them all across the state.
Fire that has a high school diploma.
Right. So I'll let you know where that goes as I get some information.
But the premise behind the high school education or the GED is that as they advance in fire training, they have to be able to comprehend and learn the material that they're trained for, whether it be hazmat training or any of that type stuff. So that's the premise behind it. It's
So
not to
you're
exclude
assuming
anybody.
anybody that didn't graduate from high school.
No, I'm saying the premise behind.
Is that what you're saying? Anybody that didn't, maybe I went to the 10th
It's-
grade, but I can't read because I didn't graduate?
I'm not
That's
saying anything about your
exactly
reading
what it sounds
ability.
like.
I'm saying that in the state of Tennessee guidelines, the
We are
premise
changing
behind what you're trying to change, the premise behind that was that as you advance in your fire training, that you have to be able to attend and comprehend the material you read in order to answer the questions. It's not whether you're a visual learner and you can learn it by participating. So you're saying you're going to change that.
Well, what I'm saying is that we're going to value the firefighters' training. You know, if they can't read or write, they're probably not going to pass the training. You think?
Well, I'm not saying anything about reading or writing. I'm saying that there's a bullet in there that says that they must have a high school education or a GED. Now, whatever the bullets are under that, I don't know what those are, but if you go to a legislative session and you change that, I'm not dealing with people that are illiterate. I'm talking about what the guidelines are in the state.
Well, they won't beat the guidelines
If you change it, right.
Okay, enough said. Okay, that's all I have for the fire department.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about the police department? What we got?
Good to go? I think we had a total of 4 arrests this month, nothing over. Other than that, we got one car that's giving us a little trouble. Be taking that this week to get it looked at and hopefully repaired.
And we arrested one person with meth, right?
That's correct. Right.
Quite a bit of meth.
Right now.
Sounds bad.
That's not good.
No, it is good. We arrested him.
Amen.
It's in our community, though.
Hey, man,
Not now.
I want to recognize you too for donating to the city. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
We all we appreciate it.
Absolutely, we appreciate it.
And,
I hope you made some money on it.
well, we need money. We've been cutting stuff. I heard the other night working and stuff, noticed the security lights wasn't on, didn't work or whatever. So I had Morgan check. So I said, well, hey, what are we paying for them 3 security lights? And we paying almost $1,000 a year in security lights. So I had her cut them off. We're gonna put our own lights up, you know. The security lights that was on, we didn't use anyway. They're back here in the back. $1,000, you know, you're talking about $1,000. We're working on, we got Morgan's office.
It's gonna get painted tomorrow.
It's gonna get painted tomorrow. They already got new sheetrock up and all that stuff, so they probably finish hers maybe this week, maybe by next week anyway. Then they'll start on the police department, and it's gonna be a world difference. I mean, as far as heating and air, we'll save money on electricity bills. We put sheetrock overhead and took all these old ceilings off and
The outside road looks 100 times better.
Yeah.
Doubles up on the insulation.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
yeah, we got the outside's done now. They're working on the roof now, putting all new screws in top of the roof and fixing a couple of little holes that was up there. Now I had a guy today, I got a hold of him to file a grant for me, see if he can help us, if we can put a new roof on. I said, hey, it's been 50 years since we had a roof on this thing. And he's gonna file a grant, see what we can do about getting some money. If we can get a new roof put on, we'll have like a roof, like it's a bin outside, put another roof on top of that roof. But I'm working on that too, so we can get some grant money for something like that. But we got the pavilion out here, it's almost ready to go. If Morgan then wants to use it for that birthday party, we'll use it out there. We got the picnic tables out there now. And we're slowly working on it.
Maple Creek's been resurfaced and painted.
Yeah, Maple View being resurfaced and all the paint, all the parking spots are marked up there now.
Who did that? The
TVA.
TVA.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
Looks nice.
You know, we're,
We had it closed for a season, people was complaining, but,
yeah.
Well, they're doing work on it and improving it, so that's, yeah, it's worth it.
well, you know,
Well,
it's kind of a seasonal deal anyway.
And what people don't realize how much it costs us. It costs the city piles of money to run that thing. We got to pick garbage up. We got to mow it. We got to put outhouses up there. You know what I'm saying? Hold toilets or whatever.
But I still think it's an asset for the city.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't want to close it all
But
together.
I'm working with the TVA trying to get them to help me out. Like I told them, you know, I met with her here a while back and I told her what I needed. And she did, it was a month or so later, she did call me and say, hey, we're going to pay you parking lot. So she, you know.
They have been staying on with TVA out there. It's been constant.
But it is just, like I said, it's just a seasonal closing.
Yeah, yeah.
I call-
Nobody's gonna be swimming.
Yeah,
This-
I mean, people still fish, I understand that, but,
yeah.
You got past it.
It just costs us so much money to keep it open.
it costs so much to keep it open, and, I mean, you still got your guys that goes in at night and the shores there.
You got people.
The least amount we spend on keeping it up for people doing that, the better have it right now.
Yeah, and I've had a few people complain because they can't go up there and go camping at nighttime and everything else. But I explained to them, you know, and I explained to them, y'all pay 28 cents. Taxes are 28 cents over here. South Pittsburgh's $1 is what, 72, 75?
Yeah, it's a.
You know, I can up your taxes to $1.70, so keep that thing open 24/7 if you want me to, but everybody said, no, I'd rather pay low taxes, you know?
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to pay that much, maybe you could raise it 20 cents.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Before you turn it into a campground, you better read the.
Oh, yeah, that's what I told everybody. That's why I told everybody, I said, TVA don't allow it, but I talked to the TVA attorney. But, what we have trouble with these kayakers coming in up there from Chattanooga, they're charging $75 a head for them people, and they're running business off of us. So I called TVA attorney, and he told me to run them off. So, we ran them off. Told them use the other side, and they didn't like it at all, but I told them that's just tough.
I haven't seen them over there.
Oh, they was over here
For a while.
They was over here yesterday.
They probably do their seasonal as well, is what I was saying, but if you go to their Facebook page, it even had their business address as Maple Food. No, bro.
And they called me, a group out of Atlanta called me, was bringing 500 kayakers up here, and they was gonna bus them in, they wanna leave their kayaks up here overnight. And I said, no, y'all ain't gonna do that. And they said, well, y'all gonna lose business and stuff. And I said, I got a Dollar General store, but where am I gonna lose business at?
yeah.
And I wouldn't let them do it because you take 500 kayakers up there, and it's gonna, that's right here was in July, so nobody would be able to use it.
Yeah.
We have encountered, and we've seen it, and I've instructed my guys not, if they park on the pull-offs there on 156 and they walk in the park, because you've got people.
Oh,
who
yeah,
walk
they-
that. We have not
Yeah.
stopped that.
No,
or,
that's,
you know,
that's fine.
People can walk into the cave, you know.
We're not, yeah, we're not preventing
Yeah,
them.
we don't care about that. It's just the upkeep. I mean, the garbage.
Yeah.
We got people who pulls up on top of the hill and just throws garbage out, pickup
Yeah.
loads full of garbage.
Yeah. Seen that.
And we had a cable across that back section at one time,
Yeah.
and somebody took his hand.
Yeah. That's just a shame. You can't. You can't, but we can't.
He's a nice, convenient affair.
Really?
Does everybody have that
In the back.
ordinance we need to pass?
Yeah.
It's a slum. Well, we do that in the next. That slum ordinance we need to pass it. Should say slum ordinance, yeah. Well, this ordinance right here is, it's just, people that's got homes around here and just abandoned them and let them grow up. I got a couple down the road down here that, people are complaining, they've been like that for years, and rats are, and the grass is higher than the houses, so we're gonna send them some letters and ask them to clean them up.
So you have the option to take them over if they don't want it.
Yeah. What they'll do, and don't want to do it, we're gonna ask everybody to clean them up, you know what we're gonna do. I got people raising cane about some houses that's growing up real bad.
And it's not just one.
No,
It's throughout town.
It's several.
But it also says in here, there has to be 5 people that complain about it, so it can't just be your neighbor that complains.
Right.
It has to be
Right.
multiple people that complain about it.
Right. Do I hear a motion?
I make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Motion passed. See that one out there, was that the one TVA? No, that's the one. What about the one, about the TVA?
This one's the shit.
They
TVA?
did it once before, but they can't.
Flood zone.
Flood zone.
It's the official ones that I'm doing.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Is anybody else?
When I was at the Thursday,
What do you mean,
pressure.
Very detailed.
Rattle.
Well, I know it, but I didn't board already.
Anybody?
I was out there when they ran over the water. TVA got a hold of us, they want to change the flood zone with the regulation, what is that what it is? I mean,
This,
yeah.
this isn't for TVA, this is for, state.
Well, TVA got contacted us. I was thinking TVA contacted us. FEMA, yeah, okay, yeah, FEMA.
Primarily.
Down there at the river, just to adopt regulation, public health, safety, welfare, citizens therefore, citizens New Hope.
This is basically one of those things where, the state says you accept it or you lose your flood insurance program.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this right here is just a revised. Yeah, that's what it is. The flood zone down there. I don't see how they flood. You know, we've all seen that river up here to the little store, so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see how they got houses down there.
I don't need it, but, I'd say that their flood insurance is really expensive.
All those people bought that property down there for big money, you know.
If I'm not mistaken,
But they knew before they bought it.
CGE. Basically from C4 is added. They're highlighted black, so I'm assuming that's because they want you to look.
Yeah, they're just saying that they want every city that's got flooded areas in their city to know that it's there.
Anybody got any questions on that? On the flood zone? You do?
Well, I mean, on version, there's nothing you can do to it if you do.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of them.
Buckets, you lose it. Yeah, I mean,
It's one of them, it's one of them, damn if you do, damn if you don't. I mean, really it is.
It's better to have it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And it is for them people down on the river, all this property. Yeah. Did I hear a motion? Pass this. There you go.
It's just a revised edition.
It's just a revised edition and
think they do it every, they have to, yeah.
The only real updates that were made was changing, it was saying town, so Tracy made sure that was updated to city. And then instead of board members or board executives, it was changed to mayor and alderman.
Where do you mean you need to sign it? We sign the first reading. We'll have to read this again next meeting. We have to read it twice. Planning board read it in their meeting. No.
And if you want a copy to take
Yeah, we
home,
got-
I can
we gotta
email
read
it. It's just 25 pages
Hey.
of killing trees.
Yeah, I gotta sign that too. You got a copy of this here?
They're all the same. This one didn't have my feelings to print. It wasn't as many pages.
What all I need to do?
Yeah, we put on the front page, you already have plans of,
So it's for
No.
some.
you might as well just stop reading right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's really no reason.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, you can deny it.
It's gonna be covered.
You can deny it because it's gonna hurt everybody that's got property down the
Down
line.
there, yeah. And I wanna say that zone comes all the way up to the pilot,
It probably does.
the pilot.
So this,
They said it.
so this,
Am I right, Gary? I'm pretty sure that's what it goes up to.
so it's flooded all the way up there before.
Yeah.
All that's been underwater.
Odds and all that, and it's on that zone there. Yeah.
And all these new houses they're gonna build down here.
And they're higher than the river. Yeah. I'd say. Lodge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Oh,
water,
they're 20 foot higher than that property where they're gonna.
that water came all the way up to Marcus Trailer Park.
That's what I always
And me and Quentin put a boat in one time out there at Marcus Trailer Park. Went through South Pittsburgh in a boat.
Me and Tom Seal done the same thing.
Yeah, I remember.
We went downtown South Pittsburgh in a boat. All right.
What year was that?
You know, I don't know.
I mean, it, not
You remember
that
Jerry, what
bad.
year it was?
It was in there.
70 something.
There's Christmas time,
Late
it flooded real bad.
2000 and
It was before they built the bridge.
Well, it
2002, something.
I think I was
Pretty bad.
like a freshman
Over there,
in high school or
my
something.
storage building's over there.
It's like 74
They didn't
or
flood,
something.
but they looked like it down, sitting on the water, sitting in the lake. And we took, me and David took them from Shaw, had to take that down in the boat, all down there to get to them, take people down there.
Now Pittsburgh side still.
All right, we're gonna go to old business. What we got for old business?
I would like for you to address something that I was asked about.
We can talk about that when we get done going through this.
You talking about what?
Whatever she wants to talk about,
Go.
I'll let her talk about it in a second.
Please pass my minutes. So,
Me,
We just, I mean, the old business auction went through, auction's over with.
yeah.
And he accepted the bids for the 10.
Bathroom back up.
Yeah, outside, like I said, outside the building is done. We're working on the inside now. Got Morgan's office almost done, so we'll start on the police when we get done with Morgan's office.
Did they, that bunch of work behind, Aubrey, did ever get a permit for the road
They got a bond.
bond?
Yeah, we need to fix there's a pothole down there we need to fix.
Yeah, it's getting a little rough coming out of the quarry.
Yeah. That one right there.
I was going to stop down there the other day and ask him if he wants to fix it or how he wants to. If I just fixed it. About,
Hot patch.
hot patch, so just go in there and fix that hole.
All right, where you go, Miss Helen?
I want the E911 cell tower that the first quarter of 2023 that we granted the people that do the Marion County E911 property to put whatever they put up to improve the service behind the park. And that was passed.
No, it wasn't passed.
So,
That was the first reading.
That was the first reading. It was never passed. It was never passed.
so we just failed to bring it up the second reading. Is that what we did? Was that an administrative?
Never been a second reading. That was Mark and Jerry and all. That's when they was in office. No, they had to get a survey done, and it took them over a year to get the survey and paperwork done. Then we all took over then. And when I got the survey and the paperwork was signed, I looked at it, Josh looked at it, and we said we wasn't going to sign it and send it to Tracy. But Tracy looked at it. Tracy advised us not to sign it, and we told them what changes we had to have to us to sign it, and they said they didn't make changes in their paperwork, so we told them.
So there was no point in doing the second reading because we were not.
Because we could pull it because we never did the second reading. Is that right?
Never did.
Okay, are we going to have a tower in our city or for any?
We're not going to have a tower on New Hope City property.
We can't do anything about anybody else's property. We can on some things.
Okay, well,
But that's a state job, and the state overrides anything we tell them. State can do what they want to. We can't stop state from doing anything.
That's on Jerry Allen.
Yes. That's the one he's been turned down on several
Yeah,
times.
he talked to Colby's.
They've talked to everybody.
The requirements in that contract are
Stupid.
I saw that. I looked at it.
Yeah.
They basically tell you what you can do.
I've told everybody, and I even
Can't have nothing around it.
Danny Fox.
If it's damaged, you're responsible for it.
I saw it.
Danny Fox even called me and asked me why we turned it down, and I told him why. So he knows. I don't know where he's at on it. He just told me that he was gonna get the contract and read it. We won't do it because of the contract. We're not gonna put New Hope in danger or anything.
Or liable.
Yeah, that's
I
the
have
big
to
thing.
pay out.
the liability.
It's a very
I
large
did
liability.
a lot of reading on it, and at some point, it kind of indicates that because it's federal, that everybody can't reject it. So at some point, they're going to put some pressure on some municipality to do it if the service is deteriorating. So I don't know what kind of service we get from 911, but
Well, I don't care if they come in here and make us put a tower in. I'm not gonna sign no contract. And I told them that. Go ahead and stick your tower back there.
as long as you're liable for everything that
We're
happens
not
to it, you need
signing
your
no
own guard.
contract. Because the contract says $3 million tower.
If a tree falls on it, it's our fault.
If something happens to it,
The city has to pay for it.
We
Well, we
have
won't sign that.
I read it too.
and if something happens to it,
You know what I told you, Jerry?
Somebody gets back there in the truck and runs it through the fence,
we're responsible.
we're
The
responsible.
city is responsible.
And we have too many 4x4s, don't we?
That's why.
That is really a ridiculous contract.
He's got no control.
And we asked, we told them a couple things, Tracy told them a couple things that they could change and they would consider it. They said, we don't change contracts.
I mean, who is going to have a tower that they need to actually possibly hire people to monitor and man?
I mean,
It's
it's just too much liability.
it's as tall as a football field. It's 100 yards tall, so that's how tall it is.
Taking a lot of space.
Somebody gets bored and starts shooting at it. I mean,
But we don't, and I told them that before, they can put the tower back there, but we're not gonna sign no contract.
Who would sign a contract like that?
somebody that didn't read the contract.
That's why nobody else is.
Because we are not.
Let me tell you this.
Remotely the first people.
I know, I went to school with Jared Don case. I know Jared Don real good. Talked to Jared Don about it 3 or 4 times. Even talked to him about this across the road. good deal. Jerry Dons is the vice mayor in Kimball, okay? Why ain't they putting it in Kimball?
Or the Jasper Highland or something like that.
Why ain't they putting it in Kimball?
We do need.
Well, they are gated, so
We
they
need
could
one
put it in
south of
Jasper.
the county to help radio traffic. My radio don't get out half the places here. Our radio doesn't get out half the place, and that's not just New Hope. It's all the fire departments, the state, the county. But you can't kind of come to somebody and be like, oh, we're gonna put this tower up, we're gonna assume all the liability for it, and it's gonna help everybody. Well, it ain't if it gets damaged, we have to come out of pocket $3 million.
But you couldn't have anything within so many feet of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Wi-Fi was intercepted.
this is
We
the
wouldn't have Wi-Fi.
this is the downfall of it. The contract stated if once they put the tower up and say we wanted to put a playground out here and we put equipment out here and it interfered with their signal, then we had to tear everything down. We could not build anything if it interfered with their tower. And you can't
get it back.
And you can't sell it unless they okay for you to sell it.
So they keep it forever and ever and a day after
So they had
that.
a lease, 40 years, 60 year lease, whatever. So they wasn't gonna pay us, but they offered Danny money to put it on his property. So they're getting desperate. So they offered him money to put it on his property. But the contract, that's what I told him. I said, you better read the contract. He said, well, I didn't know that. So I don't know where he's at on that, because I don't know where he's at. We didn't do a call for contract.
Sounds like a really smart move.
Riverport, they offered Riverport turned them down too. Riverport wouldn't do it too, same reason as us, they wouldn't do it. They're hunting for a place, so.
That answer your question. Did that answer your question?
Oh, yes, I mean, I think it's gonna have to be federal people
Yeah.
that get involved in that and
Yeah,
not
well,
just state.
ain't nothing we can do about federal, they can put it on anywhere they want to.
They're gonna have to change that contract though, because John Q. Public's already
I
paying
mean,
for
they
it.
can come,
We're just not signing the contract.
they can come in and force you to put a tower on there, I say, but you don't have to sign
You
no
don't-
contract.
Yeah, then you're not liable.
Like I told you, I don't care if they put it out here, we ain't signing no contract.
You bankrupt the city like that.
Like I say, a tornado comes through, we're done.
Low flying airplane.
Anything.
But yeah, all right, anything else? If not, we're gonna move on. New business. What we got, Joe?
I really don't think we have anything this month on new business.
Is there gonna be something on our building over there?
Yes, a sign. Yes,
Wait,
Yeah.
sign.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that is new business. We do have a sign being made.
Being made.
Yeah.
We got a
A
sign
big
being made.
sign.
I'm
It's
just
3
really-
foot tall and 10 or 12 foot.
12 foot. It's gonna be a black background with copper letters on it. It'll say, City of New Hope and Police Department on it. Be right above that window.
I mean, that black is just like,
Yeah,
This'll pop. It'll pop.
yeah. It'd be about above that window. We put a light up there. We got a light to be mounted up there which shine on the sign at nighttime. So,
okay.
yeah.
Have you got any signs up on Short Hollow that 10-ton limit?
10-ton limit. I don't know.
I hadn't heard anything about it.
We got no trucks signs up.
Yeah.
I think there is.
That don't mean anything.
Semi truck knocked the lines down the other day.
Truck driver can't read.
They come through there all the time.
If it says it on their GPS, the signs don't mean nothing to them. And that's a hefty ticket, but it's.
Well, you know, over by Island Lake, they got that quarry there. Them trucks are
Who's
definitely
coming? Who's coming?
loaded over there.
Now, we've addressed some of those, but they were running down through there without
And
targeting.
they're not.
Right, yeah, they're tired. They're still awake.
We wrote a couple of those.
Well, they
I don't
bought-
have scales, but.
They bought a bond, that's what Jerry was asking, they bought a bond on that road.
Yeah, over there. I'm not sure.
Not Short Hollow, but we're not, don't we?
You gotta get asphalt. They got Short Hollow.
We all check that out. I get the police chief, check it out.
Yeah.
How do they get around that sharp corner down there
Well,
on
it's
Short Hollow Road?
I mean, a dump truck will make it.
Oh, it don't, it's just dump truck.
It's a dump truck.
It's supposed to be.
Now, semi, no, I've seen them.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
Okay.
There's no truck. On Long Island.
Yeah, it's there.
On Long Island, no truck. That sign's laying there by the barber shop. I don't know if it's got one on it or
I
not.
looked, I don't think it does, but
There's some signs over here at the fire department.
yeah.
Yeah, I think there's one over there. If not, we'll put one up. If not, we'll get him stopped.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a sign up on that.
There is on the Long Island side, but I don't think there is on the 156 side. Yeah.
Chief Durham, can you, check the speed on those empty dump trucks coming to the quarry? I sat on my
Oh,
porch,
yeah,
and they are flying.
He
On everyone in
I called him here a few weeks ago and had him check on them not tarping. He wrote a couple tickets over there not tarping. They're tarping now. I've been checking.
I ain't found a one main car. Those are, those commercial vehicle citations are not cheap. It don't normally take me to get the message, so.
I don't know why they're in a hurry, they're gonna get stuck at that light for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Now they're going up to, River Gorge.
Yeah. Well, they had one rolled 2 weeks ago.
On River Gorge or
Well, going
Wax
off 156.
Yeah.
In the straightaway. You gotta work hard to do that, but he did.
And we've been asked, to address the red light, we've been asked several times about the red light. There is absolutely nothing we can do.
I bet you I got 15 texts out here this morning.
Yeah, because
This
there is
morning.
absolutely no reason they should have been doing what they
This
were doing.
morning.
No, but again, that's the state.
No,
Yeah.
I sat there for 20 minutes.
And I got 3 texts yesterday and 1 phone call. Hey, them barriers out in the middle of the road down there by the bridge. I said, hey, do your civil service and stop and move. They don't belong to New Hope. They don't belong to New Hope.
But there's absolutely zero reason that there should be any kids being late to school because of road work.
Yeah.
And those kids, there were kids that missed breakfast this morning.
Yeah, if you had a helicopter, it wouldn't
Mike
happen.
cried over chicken biscuit this morning that he didn't get.
I thought they were.
Everybody wanted it. Now, I heard a long time ago. I wish we had red lights in New Hope. Now we got
The
one.
difference is.
Yeah, but that's the other side of the stop.
Drive through a red light, when they sit down there and hold you even when it's green.
They were letting I was
They should
at
be doing the
Florida,
bar.
they were letting a concrete truck come in
thought it was next
and they were
Tuesday.
changing the
I think
route.
They got it almost done.
That's why he said.
Good.
Yeah, they should be striping it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it'll be done
I
tomorrow.
told him today, I said, y'all need to start doing something more than just blowing this off with a leaf blower, because every time I come by, it's just a leaf blower.
You cannot deal with state. I call them once a week. Once a week? No, I call them once a week. I'm about this Long Island Road, fixing Long Island Road. I call them once a week.
I'm convinced the more we call them, the further on the list we go.
They keep putting us at the bottom.
Yeah,
Wherever it goes, wherever it's going anyway.
Say you squeal gets the grease out of it.
they hunt us down.
Oh,
Better not to.
I got one phone call about somebody wanting stuff done.
Mayor, I got a couple more things.
Mowing a ditch.
He can't see when he pulls out.
Go ahead.
Just a couple more things, and I'm gonna say the silent part out loud. You know, I drive by here all the time and see our mayor's truck, either here or over there or somewhere in the city. And I know both of you two donate a lot of time to our city. I know that this city has grown, and the aldermen and the mayor has never been paid. But this city has grown. Now, I also know that boards like yours don't want to give yourself a raise or money. I understand that. But what I would propose to you, Mayor, your time's worth something. The progress I'm seeing in New Hope, I'm excited about. But I would propose to you, Mayor, to get with our city attorney, write a proposition to put on next May's ballot, and let the city decide whether you should be paid some. If we paid you, Mayor Frame, $500, but we gave y'all $100 for this meeting time, you know, the county commissioners make $175 for me. if we gave y'all $100, that's $12,000 a year. The last budget I looked at showed income in New Hope at $555,000. That $1,200 or $12,000 a year represents 2.2% of the total income of the city. And I do believe with all my heart that the citizens would be all for it. I'm not looking for a response. I'm not looking for an answer. I just want to plant a seed there. But I do encourage you to keep up the good work. Okay? That's it on that subject. My final subject matter is River Rat News. And I so wish Rhonda Lawson was here. And are you taping for River Rat News?
I'm taping for Rhonda.
That is awesome. You know, I left the meeting early last month because I wanted to go to a county commissioners meeting because I feel like we need a voice in New Hope on that county meeting. I feel so strongly about it. I went to election commission with David Riley and declared my candidacy for county commissioner, District 1 CC. Now, Rhonda, all her conspiracies, I abruptly left the meeting. Well, no, let me rephrase that. Jeff Story, the former mayoral candidate, abruptly left the meeting, causing all the citizens to wonder why. That might be off a word or two, but that was the gist of it. But that's what River Rat News does. They plant these conspiracies. They imply that there's something underhanded going. And when Mark Myers and his alderman was here, all I ever seen was a group of men and ladies that wanted to improve this city. Now, if you call yourself a legitimate news organization, how can you block your readers because they disagree with you? I cannot get on River Rat News, but she can talk about me on River Rat News. She could imply that I'm doing something sinister by leaving the meeting early. And now, Mayor, just so everybody's clear, I'm not doing it tonight because I felt like this was important. But in every city meeting, I will leave about 5:25 or 5:30.
Well, I know you go to the county meeting.
Yeah.
Everybody here knows you do.
And Rhonda knows it too.
Why do you think you're blocked?
Because I can't get on River Rat News. She even told I got on
It's a
River Rat
YouTube.
News.
It is a YouTube video. I'm not on any social media platform, but I
River
can
Rat
get on
News
YouTube.
also has a Facebook page.
Yeah. You got a Facebook.
And I am blocked on the Facebook page. See, I can watch the video,
But
it's not going to tell me what she said about me on Facebook because she's got me blocked.
Well, since you're
Is that a true news outlet?
I dropped out of Facebook a long time ago
Well, good
because
for you. I haven't. I got a lot of
I
friends
just,
on Facebook. I get a lot of news about our community and this wonderful county we live in.
But there's people blocked in here too. I hear that all the
I know,
time.
because they disagree with her.
It's not
Well,
just Rhonda.
I'll tell y'all the fact. I got her blocked. I don't want her on my Facebook. I'll tell you right now.
You're probably not going out making statements about
I
her
never
that are
have.
false
I never have.
either.
I never have about anybody.
We need a city, if you're gonna have Facebook, we need a city Facebook where nobody is blocked.
Well, is she going to stop posting false accusations
I'm
about
not on
city
Facebook.
leaders and citizens that want to do well for the city? I'm done, Mayor. I'm done. I said my piece. Thank you for the time.
Anybody got anything before we adjourn this meeting?
Yes.
What you got there?
Yes, your
approve minutes.
Please.
You got approved minute?
Yep.
We got approved
I hear a motion. I hear a motion to approve minute.
I make a motion.
I second.
There we go.
There you go.
Thank you.
All in favor? Aye.
I say aye.
Oh, there you go. We got it. Everybody, hear a motion to close the meeting.
I made a motion, we adjourn.
Here a second.